Whoop-dee-doo and hallelujah. Someone changed an 8 for a 2 on Card Sharks. And here's the host of Card Sharks, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Dan. I thank you very much. Thank you so much for joining us in the studio. Thank you for joining us at home. You're very kind. Hello there, Gene Wood. Thank you. And the opening poem sent in by Carolyn Proten of Lake Hopatcong. Oh, that's a pretty town. Lake Hopatcong, New Jersey. Watching us on WNBC TV Channel 4. We got some Jerseyites here today. Terrific. Let's open the board and get to the cards. Janice and Lois, start loading them in, and we'll meet our card sharks. Debbie Mellinger, our champion. Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
Our student from UC San Diego, right?
No, San Diego State.
Oh, I was close.
Close.
Debbie, you've been doing very well with us, and we've had a chance to know you better. You've won $1,700 in cash. Have you thought about what you might do with the money?
Well, if I win just a little bit more, I'm going to Europe with my friend Rod.
Oh, your friend Rod.
Uh-huh.
I see.
I'm taking him.
Oh, you're going to take him, too?
I'm going to take him.
Oh, the times
Aren't I
they are
nice?
changing,
No.
aren't they, friends? Good to have you back, Deb. Our challenger is Jim Walker. Hello, Jim. Nice to see you. And we only met you on the one show, so won't you again tell us about yourself, sir?
Well, I'm Jim Walker. I teach English at a high school in Mission Hills. I coach football, enjoyed it a lot, played it all my life.
And your team, I remember in the last show, was...
A powerhouse. That's
powerhouse.
Let's leave it at that. I
Right.
think that might be
1 and 9, that's a powerhouse. 0 and 10 is a bad year. 1 and 9 is a powerhouse. Nice to have you back.
Thanks.
You both cut the cards at the beginning of the match.
Right.
Then we'll pick up where we left off. We play the best 2 games out of 3. As we left off, Jim, the challenger, won game number 1. Debbie, the champion, needs this one. We're looking at the board. She's moved over with a 7, needing 3 cards. Jim has uncovered a 10. He needs 4. We pick up with question 2, and it goes to you, Jim. Jim, we asked 100 psychiatrists, generally speaking, are most American husbands henpecked? How many psychiatrists said yes? Most American husbands are henpecked.
I'm single, and I think one of the reasons is maybe I'm afraid of being henpecked, following you around or whatever they do. So I'm going to say, I think a lot of husbands feel they're henpecked. So
These are psychiatrists.
Oh,
How many psychiatrists
right.
feel that they're
Okay.
henpecked?
I think they all do. So I'd say it's a high number. I'm going to say 65.
65 out of 100 psychiatrists said most American men are henpecked.
Oh, I really don't know. I'm going to say it's just going to be a little bit lower than that. I don't think all that many men are henpecked.
No? So you say lower. If it's lower, you'll play your cards, Debbie. If not, it'll be Jim with his. And the actual number of psychiatrists who think most American husbands are henpecked is 27. Very much lower. Debbie, you got it. Very much lower. Debbie, we left off with a 7.
Let's get rid of that
Winning the
card.
question, you can change the base card. A 9, right
Oh,
on the
not
other
too
side
much
of the 8.
better. I'm going to go lower on that.
Lower than a 9. Yes, a 5.
Oh, I'm going to go higher.
Risking it higher. It is a 2. To tie up the match lower. Yes, he did it. A tie. Well, you take a chance on that 5, and then a great card came up, and we have a tie, each player with 1 game and $100, and now the tiebreaker with just 3 cards up there. 3 questions here. Debbie, the question to you. Debbie, we asked 100 senior citizen women. Listen to this one. Senior citizen women. If Playboy magazine were putting out a special edition featuring senior citizen models, would you be willing to pose for the centerfold? How many senior citizen women would be willing to pose for the Playboy centerfold?
Oh, from the senior citizen women I know, I don't know too many who would. I know one that might consider it. But aside from that, I'd say it's pretty low, about 20.
20.
20.
Would you care to tell us who? No, we won't ask you that,
No.
Deb. You say 20. Higher or lower, Jim?
I think for a lot of the ladies, it might be a sort of a dream come true, sort of a fantasy island sort of situation, if they could have Tattoo or Mr. Rourke or one of the guys there. So I'm going to hey, that's tough. I'm going to go a little bit lower. I'm going to follow the crowd out here, go lower.
You're going to go lower.
Yeah. What the heck? What the heck?
I was following his reasoning, and when he got to Tattoo taking pictures for Playboy, you lost me, Jim. 20 says Debbie, lower says Jim. The actual number of senior citizen women who would be willing to pose for the Playboy centerfold is 13. You're right, Jim. Following the crowd paid off.
Card. Let's get a card.
It is lower, and Jim starts the tiebreaker with a 4.
Great card. Let's go higher.
Higher than a 4. A 6.
Let's go higher. Let's do it.
If this is higher, we have a new champion. We do. Jim, signals touchdown, and he's got the touchdown. Debbie, another 100. You've got $1,800. Good luck, and if you go on the trip, have fun. Deb.
Thank you. It was really nice to be here. I had a great time.
Debbie Mellenger. Jim Walker, come on down here. Jim, congratulations.
Thank you, Jim.
And our new champion will go for the big money in a moment, right after I get my hand fixed. We'll be right back.
The Press Your Luck Poetry Wham.
The whammy is a hammy.
Press Your Luck Poetry in Motion. Tonight at 10 on Buzzer.
Brought to you by GoDaddy. All the help and tools you need to grow online.
Some people say dress your age. That's ridiculous. Age is just an illusion. How you show up for the world, that's what's real. What's your idea? I put it out there with the GoDaddy website.
Okay, I picked out my dream car. Now's the really fun part. Choosing the color, the wheels, the interior, everything exactly how I want it. Here's the thing. Just because I configured this car online doesn't mean it really exists at a dealership. But with TrueCar, I get real pricing on actual cars in my area. I see what others paid for them, and they show me the ones that match the car I want. So I know I can go to a TrueCar certified dealer, and it'll be right there waiting for me. Today, right now. This is TrueCar.
Do you have a child whose favorite word is why? Give them Little Passports, an irresistibly fun subscription for curious kids. Every month, a new Little Passports package is sent with their name on it, loaded with super fun activities, unique souvenirs, and hands-on projects like building a 3D model of Big Ben. Spark your child's curiosity in people, places, and cultures from all over the globe. Curious yourself? Good.
Buy now at littlepassports.com. Must be 18 or older to order.
Inside this bottle is Basis. Basis was created to help replenish NAD. NAD helps the body create energy, maintain DNA health, and regulate sleep. Invest in a better you. Try Basis.com.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-500-1302 or go to mesobook.com.
Back with our new champion, Jim Walker. Did you give the cards a good cut?
Sure did. Cut him thin.
Big, strong fellow like you, I think you could cut him that way.
Yeah.
Good luck, Jim. Let's get up there and do it right now. Get to those money cards. All right, Jim, the $200 you won in the game, that's yours to keep. We're going to give you $200 of new money on the bottom line of the money cards. And if Janice doesn't drop them, there's 3 to bet as you will. Up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money, 3 more cards. Minimum bets, remember, $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet where you must risk at least half the money. Good luck, Jim. Here's $200. Okay. And you can change that base card on each level if you need to.
Card.
Lois, let's see if we can give him a goodie.
A good card.
That's
a great card. Great.
Ace to start.
Lower.
The whole thing, $200 that this card is lower than an ace.
Yeah.
It is.
Good card. Good card. Let's go. All of it higher. Let's go. All of it higher.
All of it on a 5. He is a gambler. Is he right? Higher. Yes. Yeah. For 800. Now you're near the middle.
It's a little touchy here. Let's go. $50. $50 higher.
A little against the odds. $50
nice
bet.
Card.
Higher.
Nice card.
No.
Good card. Good card.
But a good card for $50, and also another $200 as we move that good card up. You have $950 and a 3, Jim.
$900 higher.
$900 higher than a 3. Yeah. $1850 and a jack.
Let's go $850 lower. $850 lower.
Again, a very good size bet on a jack. $850 lower. No.
Good card.
Oh, it's a shame you weren't a little more conservative, but now you've got a great card on $1,000.
All of it lower.
For $2,000 lower. Yes. Yeah. $2,000. We move up the middle card. You don't have to play it.
Let's get a new card, Jim.
Let's see if we can get a goodie. And for the big bet, Jim Walker will play a 4.
Boy, them 4s are terrible, but you know what? All of it higher. All of it higher.
Double or nothing. That's nothing or $4,000 if this is higher than a 4. No. No.
Off to the left.
Off to the left. Oh. You were flirting with disaster a couple of times there,
1 in
Jim.
9.
And unfortunately, it had to fall. Yes, 1 in 9. That was your team's record. Oh, well. Well, we'll be right back with a new challenger right after this.
In the connected world we live in, our personal information is everywhere. What happens if that information gets in the hands of criminals?
Someone benefited from this. We were the ones on the hook for it. We can't pay a $50,000 bill.
Cyber criminals around the world keep finding new ways to steal your personal information, and it could be right from your personal computer or smartphone. That's why LifeLock includes the power of Norton for even more protection for your identity and your devices, where so much of your personal information lives.
Knowing that Norton and LifeLock are on my side makes me feel even more confident about the protection that I have for my identity.
Monitoring your credit isn't enough to see if your identity is being used by thieves. LifeLock helps you see more threats like your information on the dark web. And now, with the power of Norton, we help defend your personal information on your devices from ransomware, spyware, and more. And if you have an identity theft problem, a U.S.-based restoration agent will work to fix it.
There's a whole team of people that are working on my behalf.
Only LifeLock members are covered by LifeLock's powerful $1 million protection package, including reimbursement of stolen funds and personal expenses up to the limits of your plan, and lawyers and experts if that's what it takes.
I was covered through my membership, and I received a check for approximately $1,200.
Join for as low as $9.99 per month and get 30 days free with promo code JOINNOW. All memberships include identity threat detection and alerts, with agents working to fix issues, LifeLock's $1 million protection package, and award-winning Norton security protection for up to 5 devices.
I've got 2 industry leaders to help protect my identity and my devices.
LifeLock with Norton. Call 1-800-508-2206 or visit LifeLockDeal.com. Use promo code JOINNOW to get your 30 days free and free shredder with annual membership. Call right now.
Back with our champion, Jim Walker. That was kind of tough.
That was.
I was a little surprised when you went for the all on the 4 there. That was kind of a big bet there.
It's like 4th down and 1, man. You got to try and punch it across.
See, that's right. When Jim was coaching, I remember he told me he tried a field goal from the 30-yard line. It was 70 yards. Didn't make it.
Nothing.
Jim, if you win a lot of money, a 1 in 9 football, what would you do with the money?
Well, all my friends told me to go to a football clinic with it. So I don't know what kind of friends those are, but you got to go with it.
Okay, Jim. Janice is dealing out 2 brand new decks of cards. Here comes a new challenger on Card Sharks. Stephanie Marks. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome. Nice to have you here. I'm fine. Won't you tell us about you?
Yes, my name's Stephanie Marks. I'm a native Californian. I live in Torrance, California. I go to UCLA. I'm a second-year language student. On the weekends, I work as a waitress to make a little extra money, and that's what I'm going to do here, too. And in my spare time, I like to play tennis, racquetball. I do some swimming, and just have a good time.
Sounds like you have good Southern California habits there with the tennis and the racquetball. Yeah. Who's the better tippers, men or women as a waitress?
Men.
Men are better tippers, huh?
Yes.
All right. Nice to have you here, Stephanie. You cut your cards?
Yes, I did.
Here we go.
Thank
We start the best 2 out of 3 with a question to Jim, the champion. Now, here's something that's been in the news lately. So we asked 100 married women. Should it be against the law for a husband to force his romantic intentions on his wife? How many married women said it should be against the law for a husband to force his romantic intentions on his wife?
Oh, I definitely think it's wrong. Men should not be able to take advantage, even if it's their wife, of something that's been given to the woman and not the man. So I'd have to say it's very low.
How many say it should be against the law?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's going to be higher. It's going to be 85.
85 out of 100.
85.
Married women said that should be against the law. Stephanie, what do you think?
I definitely agree with him, and it should be against the law, and I just hope all women really know that. So I'm going to say it's higher, though. I hope it is higher.
You think it's even higher than that?
Yes, yeah.
The actual number of married women who said it should be against the law for a husband to force his romantic intentions on his wife is 61, not higher, 61. And maybe you hit the nail on the head, Stephanie, when you said they should be aware of that. Obviously, some of them are not. And Jim has an ace.
Great card. Let's go lower with it.
Lower than an ace, a queen.
Let's go lower with it.
Lower than a queen, a 2.
Higher with it.
Higher than a 2, a 6.
Let's go. I freeze.
Almost got carried away there. Stephanie, right away, you've got some catching up to do.
I know.
Stephanie, we asked 100 mothers in an emergency. Have you ever robbed your kid's piggy bank? How many mothers confess they robbed their kid's piggy bank?
I bet they do it all the time. I never caught my mom, but I bet she did. But she goes through my dad's piggy bank and takes it. So I bet they do it through their kids,
Your dad's piggy bank?
He has a jar of nickels and pennies, and she goes and takes, but she doesn't take one or two, she takes them all.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Is he aware of this, Stephanie?
Yeah, because he goes there and there's none left.
I was going to say, he is now.
Yeah.
Well, Stephanie, how many mothers confess they robbed the kid's piggy bank?
I bet they do. Okay, I'm going to say about 70 said they do.
70 out of 100, Jim.
Boy, mothers seem to always be running short of money. You know, that little finance thing. The husband either takes and puts it away. At least that's the way I'm going to do it. So I'm going to say it's going to be higher than that, Jim. It's going to be higher than 70.
Higher than that?
Yeah.
Are you telling us now across national television that you're not going to give your wife any money?
I'm going to give her a little piggy bank so she can keep her own little pennies.
What a catch he's going to be, isn't he, friends?
He's never going to get anybody.
No one
Never.
that way. Huh, Stephanie says 70. Jim says higher. The actual number of mothers who've robbed their kids' piggy bank is 67. It is not higher, Stephanie. Stephanie had it within 3, and a look at her base card. A jack.
Oh, gosh. We're going to go lower.
Playing it lower. Yes, a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. A 9. Oh. I didn't know what that. I thought that was an exclamation point there for a moment. Question goes to you, Jim. Jim, we asked 100 United States congressmen in Washington, D.C. Very simply, do you trust the Russians? How many congressmen trust the Russians?
Well, I don't know. I don't know of anybody who trusts the Russians. Of course, the congressman. The real question should be maybe who can trust the congressman. But I would have to say that it's high because
how many say we can trust the Russians?
Right, I'd say it's about 55.
55 out of 100 congressmen say we can trust the Russians.
You know what I think? I think that the congressmen have to put up a good front. They don't want us to know that everything's really bad. I think they want us to think that the Russians are okay so we don't get all upset. I think it's a little lower, just a little bit, but I hope it is.
A little lower.
Yeah.
A little lower. I would think lower, but let's
I hope
find
so.
out. Jim says 55. Stephanie says lower. The actual number of congressmen who trust the Russians is 4. That's all. It's a lot lower. Just 4.
Okay.
Stephanie, you've got a 9.
Okay, we have to change that card.
Now she can change it. And a good change with a king.
Oh, lower!
Lower than a king. A 3. For the first game of the match. Yes! Stephanie has game 1. Game 1 to the challenger in $100. And so we'll set up for game 2. Janice, if you will, with the same 2 decks of cards. And Stephanie, we start game 2 with a question to you. Stephanie, we asked 100 bachelors. Have you ever proposed to a woman one night and phoned her to call it off the next morning?
Oh, what a jerk.
How many bachelors have proposed one night, then called it off the next morning?
Maybe they were drunk or something. I think there are some that did that, though. Probably about 35 probably have done that.
35 out of 100 bachelors have been a cad like that, Jim.
Well, I don't know if bachelors are going to be that much of a cad, but like she said, they might have been drunk. They might have put their foot in their mouth a little bit. So I'm going to say it's lower, though.
You don't think it's that high, though?
No, it's not 35.
The actual number of bachelors who've proposed one night, then called it off the next morning is 7. Very much lower. Jim, you've got it.
Let's get a new card, huh, Jim? Let's go.
And Jim has some catching up to do. He's got a 10.
Let's get a new card. Let's change it.
Changing the 10 to a 4.
Great card. Let's go higher.
Higher than the 4. And 8.
Let's freeze on it.
Freezing on the middle card, and now Jim has that 1 card advantage in this game, and we'll be back to it in a moment, right after this.
Psst, hey, look behind you. Those whammies are waiting to steal your money on Press Your Luck next. Then, behind the whammies, it's Match Game PM. You looked, didn't you?
We all know that movement is like medicine, but getting the movement you need to feel better can be a challenge. Now you can keep fit while you sit with QB, the world's leading compact seated elliptical. QB gives you active sitting, letting you burn calories and keep moving in an easy and low-impact way, all while you work, read, or watch TV.
I think it's really important to get people moving, and QB is an excellent way to start providing non-weight-bearing range of motion for those who have not been using their joints.
QB was named a a top 10 gift by Time Magazine and has been featured all over the world. With hundreds of amazing reviews, QB has developed a unique, patented technology that fits anywhere. It's whisper quiet while it works your abs and core, hip flexors, glutes, quads, hamstrings, and calves. That's more than half your body's muscle groups. Using QB is proven to expend nearly 85% more energy than sitting. The low impact can assist your rehab or physical therapy and keeps you moving for better health. And you can monitor your progress, see your strides, calories burned, and duration of use, or turn up the resistance. Your QB comes almost completely assembled, and it's perfect if you're just starting on your quest to revitalize, suffer from joint pain, mobility issues, or just want to burn extra calories while comfortably sitting.
The nice thing about the QB is when I get up in the morning, I'm really stiff between my neck, my knee, my fibromyalgia. It's great to just have a cup of coffee or read a book and sit down and stay in motion and get the blood flowing, and then I feel great.
Experts agree, sitting and being sedentary is the new smoking. Call or log on to find out how to get your QB with free shipping and a 30-day completely risk-free trial. And for ordering today, you'll also get this QB workout mat, a $30 value free. Now keep fit while you sit with QB.
Order your QB now. Call 1-800-693-3410 or go to buyqb.com. That's 1-800-693-3410. Order now.
All right, game one of the Challenger. Game two, Jim has turned over 2 cards. We pick up with question 2. Goes to you, Jim. Jim, we surveyed 100 prison inmates. These are all men who are currently serving time in San Quentin prison. And we asked them, did you ever get an idea on how to commit a crime by watching a TV show? How many inmates did get an idea on how to commit a crime from watching TV?
I would guess that a lot of them watch a lot of TV, have nothing else really to do in prison. And they're probably always dreaming about new things. So I'm going to say it's a high number. I'm going to say 55.
55 out of 100 inmates got an idea for a crime from television, Steph.
It has to be lower. No, I don't think that they're going to say that because I think they're smarter than that. Even though they got caught, they have to be smarter than to watch the TV and get their ideas.
So you say lower.
It's lower.
The actual number of inmates who got an idea on how to commit a crime from watching a TV show is 68, not lower. Wow, 68. Jim, we left off with an 8.
A new card.
Now we can get rid of that middle card with
Great
a 2.
card. Let's go higher.
Higher than the 2. A 5.
Go higher.
Higher than the 5. An 8.
Let's go lower.
For the championship.
Yes.
Jim wins it. Wow, good cards came up. And a sensational win. We've got a tie. You were looking so upset there.
I was.
Oh, why were you upset?
Because that didn't make any sense.
You don't want him to have even won, huh?
No.
We've got a tie. We set up for the tiebreaker. And now with each player with 1 game and 100, 3 cards up there, 3 questions here. Stephanie, we asked 100 4th grade boys, have you ever tried on a pair of your mom's high-heeled shoes? How many 4th grade boys have tried on a pair of their mom's high-heeled shoes?
I'm sure they have, and they've probably all gotten in trouble for it, too. I'd say
or got used to it. How many have tried on mom's high-heeled shoes?
I think about 70 have tried on their...
70 out of 100 have tried on mom's shoes, Jim.
Well, when I was a little kid, I was so big and kind of roly-poly. I did try them on, but I kept breaking the heels off because I was so heavy, you know, kicking them on steps and everything. So, boy, that's a high number. I'm going to go a little bit lower.
A little lower than that.
Percentages go lower.
The team is going to really be glad to hear that about Coach Walker. The actual number of 4th grade boys who've tried on a pair of their mom's high-heeled shoes is 57. You're right, Jim. It is lower. Just 3 cards up here. This is important. Jim with an 8.
You need a new card up there.
And a big change. A 9.
Got to go with the percentages. Let's go lower.
Lower than a 9. Yes, a 3.
Go higher.
For the championship, higher.
Yeah!
2 games in a row, and Jim Walker wins it. Stephanie, thank you for joining us. You've got $100 in cash and some nice party gifts. You're a nice lady. Thanks for being here. Stephanie March. Thank you, Stephanie. Come on down here, Jim. Now, Jim, this time, boy. Now, our staff told me also that when you were rehearsing and practicing, you busted on the money cards in practice.
Oh, I couldn't do anything right. Couldn't call it.
This has got to be the time. You cut the money cards already, right?
Yes, I have.
Then let's get up there and do it right this time, Coach Walker. Get up there. I'll do the coaching. You do it right. Here we go. $200 of new money and 3 cards. Well, you know how to do it. We're going to give you a total of 7 cards up there, and if you can go double, double, double all the way up to the top with those 7 cards, that's $28,800.
Is that all?
That's all it is, yeah. And it has been done. So let's see you do it right now. Here's $200.
See a good card.
Okay, let's see if we can start him off with a goodie. $200. Jim starts with a 3.
It's a great card. All of it higher.
For $400. Higher than a 3. Yes.
Great card. Okay, let's go. Boy, you know that last game put a little bit. Let's go $100 lower.
100 lower than a jack. No, down to 300 with a king.
Let's go $300 lower.
All of it lower than a king.
Lower.
No. What a time for an ace to come up. But there are 4 cards and another 200. Come on, Jim, let's build it.
Okay, let's do it right now. $200, all of it lower.
For $400. Lower. Yes.
Boy, that's a terrible card. Let's go $50 lower.
Lower than the 8. It is $450.
Okay, let's go $100 higher.
100 higher. Yes, right again.
Okay.
$550. Up goes the 9. Do you want it?
Change it. You got to change it.
And the 9 changes to a 10.
Boy, that is.
Got to bet $275, Jim.
Let's go half of it lower.
Come on, $275 lower. No. But you held back and got $275, and we'll be right back right after we take time out for this commercial break.
Come on out here.
No!
Come out here.
I don't believe it!
Why not?
Now, Publishers Clearinghouse could surprise you with $25,000 a month for life. Enter at PCH.com and June 30th win $25,000 a month for life.
Attention, all women diagnosed with ovarian cancer in the past 15 years. In July 2018, a jury awarded $4.6 billion against Johnson & Johnson on behalf of 22 women who were diagnosed with ovarian cancer and used baby powder and shower-to-shower products. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with ovarian cancer in the past 15 years, you may be entitled to a substantial settlement.
I got the deal of a lifetime on Poshmark. I got these barely worn Louboutin heels, and I paid $100 for them. I would have paid over $700 for these in the store.
Get $5 off your first order. Download the free Poshmark app now and use offer code LOVEPOSH.
When you fall and can't get help, you will lie on the floor for hours or days in constant, terrible anguish, which often results in a tragic outcome. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
With any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately, whether at home,
I've fallen and I can't get up.
in the bathroom,
I've fallen in the shower.
or on the go.
Help! I'm in the park and I can't get up.
And batteries never need charging. Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-595-1930. That's 1-800-595-1930. Call now, 1-800-595-1930.
A representative of the studio audience will receive American Tourister Man's and Ladies Carry-On Totes, continental styling designed to go everywhere by land, sea, or air. Strong, lightweight luggage furnished by American Tourister. And some of our contestants will receive a set of glasses in Pitcher and Treetop, America's favorite apple juice. It's 100% pure apple juice, no artificial ingredients, no sugar added. Electric scissors, and wear Playtex living gloves every day for any household chore to protect your beautiful hands. They help make your hands look like they never do housework. Playtex. A kitchen tool set, Wishbone Italian dressing, specially blended for fresh, irresistible Italian flavor. Wishbone Italian, it's got zing. A walk in La Choy Chinese food. Let your meals swing American with La Choy bean sprouts, vegetables, water chestnuts, bamboo shoots, and soy sauce. A coffee maker and Mr. Muscle oven cleaner with improved formula that works daytime and overnight. So effective, it cleans tough, baked on spots. It's the Just Wipe oven cleaner. This is Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.